Hi, Happy New Year everyone. It's been a while, hasn't it? I thought it would be nice to do a quick update video because it's been quite a long time since I did one. The last one was actually, I think, at the beginning of November. It's my first and, as it would turn out, my only NaNoWriMo update. And since then, stuff has happened and things have progressed, but I haven't done a video in such a long time, and I just wanted to, do a quick New Year update and look ahead a little bit to what I'm planning for the next 12 months on YouTube and in the real world. Excuse the scraggly beard, I'm sort of in a Proto Santa stage at the moment for Christmas, and I haven't quite come out of it yet. I feel a little bit out of practice doing this, so just bear with me. First off, NaNoWriMo. Pretty much as I said in the last video, it was technically a failure, but I don't feel like it was. So I think I ended up doing around 14,600, something like that, words for NaNoWriMo, which is not 50,000 words, but isn't bad either, I think. So I'll take that. Yeah, I think in general with NaNoWriMo, obviously it was the first time I'd done it, and I went sort of big on my ambitions for it. And I think if I was to take one lesson for next year, or this year, I guess, for the coming November, I would say set some realistic goals for it, and also make sure you're not away on holiday for the end of October and also in the middle of November. Because that really threw me off. Because as I said before in my other videos, I was in Stockholm at the end of October, and then I went to Amsterdam in the middle of November, both of which were amazing trips. I loved them both, and I'm not complaining at all because that was great. But I should have taken into account the fact that I wasn't going to be there when I planned NaNoWriMo, which you think would be obvious, wouldn't you? You'd think that would be obvious, but apparently it wasn't to me. So that's partly why I'm quite happy with my 16,000 words. I was thinking back to when I did my first 10,000 words, and that took me months. I think that took me over a year to do, and I did 16,000 words in a week, which I'm quite happy with because that shows what I'm capable of doing when I really organise myself a bit, somewhat. So yeah, to round up NaNoWriMo, I'm not where I hoped I would be, but I'm doing all right. It's good. It's fine. And I'm really happy with the story, which is really the main point, isn't it? That's the whole point. Looking ahead to this year, I have a rough goal for my story of 75,000 words, which I've said before. I'm about halfway there at the moment. And so if I plan accordingly and realistically, I think I could get there within the next couple of months. The point we're at in the story, it's kind of the midway point. It's when the team is sort of together and they've embarked on the journey that they're going on, and they've arrived at their first sort of major obstacle, and things are about to go really badly for them, and it's a real sort of turning point in the story, and I'm just sort of making sure I'm doing that properly. It's also a part of the story I haven't really given much thought before. I know what basically needs to happen in order to move the story on, but I'm sort of working it out as I go, which is really fun. So yeah, I'm really excited about continuing that this year, and also where we're going to be 12 months from now, because if I do manage to finish the story this year, then I have a lot of sort of hope for it and plans with what I want to do with it. Like, for example, I really want to traditionally publish. I know a lot of people self-publish these days, and there are a lot of good reasons to do that. And I've tried that. I've dabbled with that a little bit in the past, but I really want to try the traditional route. I like the idea of having sort of a team of people to work with. I'm not business-minded enough, I don't think, to be able to make a massive success of self-publishing. I don't know, maybe in the future I'll give it another go. My plan for this story is that I really want to see if I can do the traditional route, just to see if I can do it. But because I've never finished a book before, I've never really gotten to the point where I've thought about doing that. So it's really cool because I can foresee at some point, maybe this year, probably this year, where I start to think about how I go about doing that. And that's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to sharing my progress with that on here as well. Which brings me on to my other goals for this year, which is to do with the YouTube channel here. Now, I know it slightly fell off towards the end of last year, but I'm hoping to get back to that schedule that I had started since August, where I was doing a video every week or two, as well as doing these sort of vloggy type videos where I talk about progress and what I'm up to at the moment. I want to do more videos like my typewriter video, where it's about more general ideas behind writing and creativity and that kind of thing. And I have a few ideas for those which are in the works, which will be coming, as I do them. I had a comment fairly recently on a video saying that they'd like me to do a live stream of some writing sessions at some point. And to tell you the truth, I had actually thought about doing that. So I think I'm going to see if I can make that work sometime this year as well, because I think that's kind of interesting. I've seen some people doing that and it's weirdly relaxing. and makes me want to do writing as well. So we'll see how that goes, shall we? Now, this is a bit of a tangent, but I also have some ideas for doing some videos about our house this year, because one of the big projects going on in our life at the moment is we're going to try and do some house renovations. We're going to have to do our kitchen and the bathroom, but the first thing we do will probably be our living room. Now, we live in an old Edwardian house, sort of from 1900, roughly. So yeah, I think I might share the progress of us doing that as we do it, because we have lots of ideas of how to make the house our own. It's going to be really colourful, really creative, and I think it'd be really cool to share that on here, because it would fit in with the whole sort of creativity topic that I have on here. So if you like house renovations and writing books, then you've come to the right place. I just wanted to share this because Rosie got this for my birthday, which is a couple of days before Christmas. It's this really lovely leather notebook sort of holder, notebook cover. I can't remember what the name is for it. I think it's called the Grand Voyager from Paper Republic. Really lovely leather notebook covers. I don't know if you can see. I'll put some footage here over me speaking. But it's this handmade leather cover for your notebooks. It's handmade. The leather itself is dyed with this like vegetable dye, so no nasty chemicals, that kind of thing. And you can attach your notebooks inside with these bands that you sort of thread through. And it's embossed with my initials as well, which looks a bit like the word ogre, but that's just my name. So yeah, it feels really good. Smells really good. It's good stuff. But yeah, so like I said, just a quick video, update, just to say hello, Happy New Year. I'll do another one probably next week. But yeah, I just wanted to get back into the swing of things, back into the flow of things. And before I go, I just want to say thanks to everyone who subscribed and watched and everything in this year or last year. When I started back in August, I had a rough goal in my head where I wanted to have reached about 100 subscribers by Christmas. But actually, by Christmas, I'd reached over 200, which is really, really cool. And I know 200 doesn't sound like a massive amount of people, but I'm always amazed whenever it pops up saying this person subscribed or this person's commented or anything, I'm just really amazed and grateful that everyone has sort of taken the time to watch and comment and everything. So yeah, thanks everyone. Much more to come. Longer videos, more in-depth videos, better prepared videos. Subscribe, like, comment, check out my Patreon, the link for which is in the description. And if you just want to buy me a coffee, there's a link for that too. Thanks everyone. Happy New Year. Bye.